DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll start on the ground with Irvin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Good. 180. Done.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. Down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. And a big run there against the worst rush defense in the league. They're number 32 of 32.
And they're ranked that for a reason. And we're really not surprised to see a big run occur against them, are we?
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Rolling to his right. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Out to his left. Right back to Njoku. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Irving. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
560. Let's go. Ready?
A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. Oh, a nice spin. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. 2nd down and 8. Young to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Got a man. That's Leggett.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Set, ready. Blue striker.
Looking to throw, Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get nothing out of that one. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of the game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Young. That one complete to Legion. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Ready.
Young working out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Set, hut. Blue 32. Hut.
Here's Young. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Well, this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up.
52 blue. Red, yellow, black shot.
Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. That's caught. Emeka Egbuka. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it second down. The Bucs at 13-3 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And they're getting out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Mayfield to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. A shotgun handoff here to Irving. Given 4 on the carry, it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16.
A gain of 19 yards. That's
Baker changing the play at the line.
Buccaneers. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Irving. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
180! What's up?
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number 920 almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Football, and the Buccaneers have it. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
180!
Handoff running left, Irving. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They work now on 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. David Njoku, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Okay, right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Young going to give to Brooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
95. Ready.
Now Young. Open man down the field. That's Ligon. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Yellow. Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. 43. Ready.
Young. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Ready?
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Back to throw again. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
Now he's free to midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 113 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! What's up?
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it is 28-0.
Panthers nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Now 2nd and 3. Young. Flushed out right. That one complete to the gun. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Throwing, Young. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Here we go, set, ready.
To the air once more, Young. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Slide through, ready, set.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Ready.
Now here's Young. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
White.
It'll be Young again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
I got it. I got it.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw. Into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 3rd and 6.
Set. 180. Regular. All right, all right. One more time. Let's go.
Mayfield now. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
To throw, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Real.
Mayfield looks to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, they go with Urban. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Set. 180. What's that?
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down down big. You're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Young is set to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. That is caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First down.
A shotgun snap to give to ETN. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. 3rd and 9 here.
Come on, set.
Young now. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Ready?
Now Young on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Red, cycle.
Young to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Tommy Tremble, 30 yards. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Panthers 7.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Irving. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. This is the tight end, the Joker. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Got a man, that's Ligon. Oh, and now some space to operate. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle with Brooks here. And tough slap. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's go now. Ready.
To throw, Young. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, alert 33. Stop.
Running the toss to Irving. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there. This D is fired up.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Mayfield to throw it. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now it's Horn. Able to push his way through. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
60 by.
Throwing is Perkins. And caught by Trimble. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. To throw is Perkins. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Set, ready. 45. What?
Young to throw it. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Xavier Legette, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Once again, it's Irving. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
What's up?
White, he'll try the left side. And all the way down inside the 5-4. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do this, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
2nd and goal from the 1. White will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Panthers 14.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready, ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Handoff running left is Etienne. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking to throw, Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
From the left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Ready. Get ready.
Young going to give it up on the touch pass. All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Come on, ready.
They go play action. Young. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. That is caught. McMillan with it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They're getting the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
40-yard line.
Good. 180. Got.
Here's a handoff to Irvin. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. This is right. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these